Then you just put the machine in the best scenario to win. Peace out. So I'm up here in the shop. It has rained like, well, it hasn't rained like this since I got the shop. And yeah, I mean, it's rained exceptionally hard. So one of the problems that I'm having here, as you can see, is water coming in. And that's what, I read a lot about these metal buildings and stuff before I bought one. And so I kind of knew that, well, they're not hardcore watertight around these doors. Now, the man door, yeah, because you got a lip. But you see, the way this concrete slab was poured, the concrete slab drops, right? And so when that door shuts all the way down and you latch that side, the door is sitting in there a little cockeyed. And that's not the fault of the building people, that's the slab. Because when I had the slab poured, they naturally, you know, made it drop a little bit so water would shed off of it that way, right? So, and we have had unprecedented rain. I mean, it rained, it's hard, the wind blowing and everything. It was hailing or sleeting, whatever you want to call it, earlier. I mean, the street drainage out there is backed up, where on the street the water is not able to get off fast enough. So, yeah. So it's not perfect situation, and I don't know what I'm going to do about it. It's not, you know, I mean, it's bothersome, to be honest, but it's not detrimental or nothing. And that's why I ran, again, that ground contact 5/4 board around the floor all the way around. And y'all see I got water coming in every door. It came in this door, and this slab, see, this part of the slab is flat. Well, flatter than this part. This part right here, from this line, it goes down. So there's a pretty good bit of water in here, and I know that the main reason why water's coming in, other than the doors and the slab, is the main reason is this side over here, it is not allowing, I mean, it's not allowing the water to go nowhere. The water comes off the roof and drops right down in front of that door. And I haven't done anything in there to fix it. And I'm gonna, well, you can't get no equipment in there. And I'm gonna move the fence. And I don't wanna do anything right now that's gonna make it where I have to redo it after I move the fence. So I'm gonna put some plastic or something outside this door to seal this door up where I can't even open it for now, because I'm not going to be using, I mean, that door is not even a practical thing right now. That's a $1,200 future door that I paid for now. So that's why water's running all into that one. And it's obvious, you can see right here, the water's coming in through the, see that? And that's where water is hitting, is blowing against, the rain is blowing against the door. There may be something that I can do to seal it up. I don't want to sound like I'm, you know, anal about it or nothing, because I'm really not. Because I understand the amount of rain that we've had, right? And, you know, it is what it is. I mean, but you don't never want water coming in hardcore. And that right there, I mean, it's, imagine that dripping like that for, you know, some hours. What can I do there? That right there is what's caused all of this that you see. And it's storming, y'all can hear it. I'm thankful and grateful to have a dry space to work in, because, you know, though the shop costs a lot of money, it's really worth it because of the fact that, well, you see that I'm able to come out here and work on stuff. So, you know, I'm grateful, thankful, you know, for the building. But as we move further, I'm going to figure out something to, whatever I got to do. And it's, like I said, you know, it's really not the building's fault, you know, the builders or anything. It's really more the fault of me not having proper drainage around the building. So, yeah, and I have that owner calling me right now, wanting me to come over to his house and look at that drainage. You know, like, you know, he wants me to stop by. Well, it's a 20-minute ride one way, and I don't want to get out in this mess. But I'm seriously considering, you know, looking into purchasing a very little, small, tiny mini X. Gonna be small though, because I can't justify spending $35,000 or $40,000 on one. But I have seen, and I know any of you guys that watch equipment and stuff, I have seen some of the Chinese made ones that are pretty cheap, man. You can get one for $10,000 brand new. Now, I don't know how good they are, how bad they are, how strong they are, blah, blah, blah. I would do research before I did that. But I don't want to go in debt, you know, hardcore for a piece of equipment that I've never used before. I would be much more inclined to go in debt for another Bobcat, right? A mini X is just would be something that I can kind of get my feet wet, you know, and then go from there. I don't know, I'm just, because I got drainage all around my house I could fix, you know. I mean, if I went and rented a mini X, I would need it, you know, well, I would need it for 3 or 4 days to do the stuff around here, and that, I mean, maybe even longer than that if I don't, you know, especially if I don't have time. I just feel like, you know, renting one is just, I don't know, man. I hate renting shit. So, and I was like thinking to myself, man, I'm going to get back up there. But now I got a couple of French name jobs that people are calling me for, right? And I'm not a big fan of renting machines, especially if I know I'm not getting out of the business.
What do they say? You rent it 3 times, you might as well buy it.
Something like that, you know. I hate renting machines, man. I tend to stay away from work that requires me to rent a machine.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I like chippers and stuff like that. I don't like to.
These machines are here to make you money.
Yeah, and if it's just about money, and I can put the money in the street, and the money's sitting in a bank somewhere, what? I mean, why let it just sit there when I can buy something, get my money back, and then have a free piece of equipment?
And make more money off of it.
Yeah, that's how I think. Now I think this will be too small.
Yeah.
Well, what does something like this go for?
35.
See, that's you would have to be, see, for me to buy something like that, I would have to be dedicated in a line of work that this machine could do, and I know that it could do, like cutting grass with the mowers, you know.
Well, the reason why people go towards these E10s is because these rollers actually retract.
Okay, how far out?
They come into the base of the machine.
I see, okay.
Yeah, so all the way on the inside.
Are they all the way out now?
Yeah, they are all the way out right now. They're easy to get inside doorways, so you can actually run them inside with proper ventilation because it still is a diesel engine. They do have an electric version as well that is obviously safe. But with proper ventilation, people use them inside for demolition, as well as you can pick them up by a crane and drop them off on the 3rd story through a window.
Yeah, dude, that would be, yeah. You're talking
about... That's the main thing these are going to be used for, why people go after them, just to get into really small spaces to make...
Right, they got a designated use for them. See, I'm coming from a wide open spot in my head, like, okay, I got a couple of French drain jobs, okay, I do that, right? But I don't want to then park it for the next 3 years. I wanted to be able to do that, and then, you know, dig stump roots out, you know, if they're not too big, that kind of thing. A bigger machine.
But why I wanted to show you this one in particular is because the E20 is going to look similar to it. It's going to have more space on the cab. You'll have foot room, you know, things like that, to where your movement handles are going to be located in front of you all the way down to the ground, and you'll have pedals as well, as opposed to straddling.
Cool looking machine though, dude.
Hey, man,
I gotta say, dude.
They might be small, but they
dude, it's a cool looking machine, I gotta say, and it's pretty versatile too.
But the E20s are gonna look similar to this, is what I wanted to show you. They're not gonna be like that E50 sitting up there. So,
dude, that'd be, how much does that thing weigh?
11 to 12.
I mean, you know, that's.
I think it's 12.
Yeah. But dude, that right there is, I mean, you could do anything with that.
You're right about that. We have a 42, which is going to be right under the E50. So we're getting a little bit smaller now.
So do all the ones that come with the thumb? Because if I buy a machine, it's got to have a thumb. It's got to have a mechanical thumb on it, dude.
So there's specific packages, comfort packages, performance packages, and things like that. Some of them are going to include the thumb automatically. But just because if we look at a machine that doesn't have a thumb, doesn't mean we can't put one on for you.
Right.
So we
just got to have the hookup.
Just installed this thumb yesterday.
Damn, man, that's a. Y'all wouldn't even buy one without a thumb, dude. You know, I don't think, unless that was all I could get, and y'all could offer that in the. I bought a new one.
I wish this gentleman was coming to pick this up right now so you could meet him. He told me Friday when he dropped it off, this was the best choice he ever made.
Yeah.
He said he couldn't be happier with it.
But what does he do for a living? See?
It's a plumbing, water flow.
I mean, this thing's big, dude.
Yeah, but if you're talking about, like you said, one, you don't want to get something too small to where if you do have a job that you need a little bit more power.
Man, that sucker is bad.
So we have another model that's going to
This is a 42, so do you have a 20, what is it?
The 20, 26. 30,
yeah, do you have any of them out here?
We can look around. There's something.
Is that another 40? It's another 42 right there.
It doesn't look like. Oh, that's another 42 over there.
Yeah.
I don't know what these two are.
What's that thing cost? 100 grand?
No, heck no. 90.
That's way too big though, dude.
No,
that's too big for me.
We'd have to run some numbers. I hate giving people numbers because once you build them the way they want, it's something always different. I don't want to tell you it's 60,000 and then it'd be 100,000.
Right.
You know,
because they got
base model things. This is an enclosed cab. That's going to cost more. It's got heating and air. It's going to cost more. Things like that.
Yeah.
If you're not looking for that, there's $15,000 off your.
Who don't want that, right? But from a business standpoint, you got to look at come in little. If you're like me starting out with $20,000 lawnmowers instead of a $5,000 lawnmower, it's the same concept. There's no way I'm gonna come in 70 grand on a machine that I don't know nothing about, and I don't even know how I'm gonna make money.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
You know, if you come in at, where the payments are manageable, then I can figure out a way to make money with the machine. Because it ain't gonna take no loss, because if I feel like I can't make money with it, I'll sell it. It's really all about taking a loss or not.
Well, and a lot of people too, especially if they're starting out with as far as this business, not business in general, but we have leasing options. It's not like a car.
Right.
We have a leasing option where your payments every single month, the tax is included, it up front.
And they hold their value.
It doesn't change. They hold their value, you hold your warranty, so if something goes wrong in the machine, it's covered for the entire length of your lease.
And I can make money with it too.
At the end of the lease, you can finance the rest of it, buy it from the bank, or you can give it back to the bank, start your lease all over again with a brand new piece of machinery that's all covered under warranty the entire time you have it. People love leases, and we love it too because it's returning customer.
Yeah.
So
y'all rent machines here too, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the cheapest option as well. Okay. Go check out what these are, but I do ask. I don't know if they're.
So I'm over here at the Home Depot, you know, and I'm not trying to rent nothing right now, but it looks like they got this little. I bet this little thing right here is perfect for digging trenches. But see, they charge you for the trailer and everything, so this would cost more than if I went to the equipment rental yard. Oh, do those legs come out too? It looks like that thing, yeah. Yeah, see how they extend out? That's sweet. But man, that's really all you need to do French drains right there, y'all. I think that's all you need. If you could get a good old one of these right here, that'd be sweet. It does not have the thumb, so I don't know how you would get a mechanical thumb because I don't see a place to hook it to. On something like this, damn, somebody's smoking fire ass weed, man. Ugh, stinks. But on this right here, you would definitely want a thumb. If you buy one, I think, now I don't, you know, what do I know, right? I ain't never bought one. But if I buy one, if I buy it, I'm gonna want a thumb on it. So, I don't know what 17G means. That might be 17 horsepower. But 17 horsepower, man, you can make money with that. Ideally, I'd want something a little bit bigger, horsepower wise, but dude, that's a good looking machine right there. The footprint's small, and you can make it even smaller. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that, you know, just get a little content on a rainy, ugly ass day. You know what I'm saying? Peace out. Y'all check out this little bitty thing. This is a Yanmar Sv08. That'd be good for digging a French drain too, I think. I mean, you ain't gonna, I mean, but what does something like that cost, man? I mean, if you could get a machine like that for 10 grand or something, it'd be worth it, man. Because all you'd have to do is just a few jobs, it'd be paid for. But you're not gonna be digging hardcore stuff with that. You're not gonna be digging out, well, I mean, I guess you could dig out a few little trees, roots or whatever, little stuff. But that's freaking nice, man. Nice looking anyway. I wonder if and it looks like it has the things so that the wheels will you can get a wider wheelbase. That's what it looks like. You can get a wider wheelbase, it looks like right here. Yeah, see that? That's sweet, man. I mean, yeah, dude. That's all you really need right there, though, man. Just to start out with, you know, it would be like going from, you know, a push mower to an X-Mark. Well, I didn't do it that way. I went from a push mower to a tractor mower to a, you know, residential zero turn, then to the X-Marks. And that's kind of what you need to do, I think, what you need to do to keep your expenses and your costs down. Because what if you buy something like this right here, or a really bigger one and a nicer one for $35,000, and that won't be new, and you can't make money with it? See, if you spend, I don't know, get you one of these little bitty ones, 12 grand, 15 grand, and then turn around and make, you know, do a few little jobs. It's not very intimidating. You just learn the basics of a machine. I've never ran one, a Mini X, so I have no idea. You know, but you start off little, just like I did with the Bobcat, you know, and